Welcome back to AI Champions. I'm Howard Wolpoff, your host. Again, this is brought to you by Teal, the agency, and I'm excited to have Jonathan Viruet from Mid-Atlantic AI with us today for our conversation. And Jonathan, welcome to sharing your knowledge with us.
Thank you, Howard. I really appreciate it. It's very nice to meet you guys, and I'm really grateful to be here. Thank you.
And I'm grateful for you to be here because you have a lot of knowledge of AI. AI is really what's on the tip of everybody's tongue, what is really moving business, and businesses are moving fast to try to catch up. What kind of conversations are you having with your clients about where they're at and how to get them where they need to be in this environment?
So it seems to me that a lot of clients, very similar to the age of the horse and carriage moving into the advent of automotives, a lot of people are still stuck in a lot of the old ways. When we can sit down with our clients and show them how AI can help identify weaknesses in ways that maybe they didn't even know that they weren't looking at, it really helps to open their eyes as to how having an assistant that can help you see things that maybe you can't can be helpful and beneficial in making business run really smoothly.
And it really can. It's amazing the tools that the general public is using to make their lives better. But when you have a company that's really going to spend their time and focus on how to make your business run smoothly, the amazing change that can happen really can be revolutionary. So, what kind of experiences have you had with specific companies to really jump their business up?
Okay, that's a great question. So one of our flagship companies, All Fixed Appliance Repairs out of Fredericksburg, really well-known company. They had established themselves as a powerful player over the last 4 years of their business being conducted. However, they didn't have any real presence digitally, right? So what we did is we sat down with them. We used AI to kind of analyze how their business practices were going and say, okay, here's some weak points, here's some strong points. Let's build on the strong points. Let's add to the weak points. And through utilizing AI, we increased his SEO presence so that he ended up doubling his overall revenue. He went from about 260 to 405K. His revenue by source from Google jumped up 126%. 107%, and his revenue by other source engines was 124%. Coupling that with the ability to handle the influx of new clientele coming in by utilizing AI tools such as a chat bot and a voice bot, we were able to help secure that business as well as make sure that the business was continuing to flow so that it didn't become a choke point.
Very fan. If I was the owner of that company, I'd be jumping up and down because those results are outstanding. And it's amazing how these technologies are really, you're proving the point of how well it is improving business and growing revenues and making lives easier.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think that it's important that, there's a distinguishment. I may be a unique person, and I'm sure there's others like me, but my goal is to ultimately help people, right? And so everything that I do, I spend time, I spend care, I seek to produce quality and make sure that what I do produces tangible results rather than it just being something that is said.
So, with that said, what do you think is if there's a bare bones of what a company should be working with right now, what would you say that is?
I would say at the very least, utilizing AI for some sort of business intelligence. If you can utilize AI to go back over your customer sources and streams and say, okay, these customers have been identified as serviced or reconnected with or connected with in general, you can use that to create a campaign for outreach that could, potentially put, say 20% of whatever your annual revenue is back into your pocket as profit that year. And you can reach back out to your people and say, hey, I'm glad we had a great time last time. Let's offer you, a nicer service this time with this added benefit, right? And AI can help you to produce these things and help you to establish these guidelines and then push it out to people. It's pretty simple.
Well, it's simple when you have the right person sharing it and implementing it, telling some of the owners who
Understood.
what to do. But it is you're right though. It's something basic that companies should have, and it is really where the direction is going. So people really need to meet with people like you to teach them, to implement for them, and to grow their businesses. So, Jonathan, thank you so much for joining us today and being part of this conversation.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm glad that I could, offer some sort of insights.
And thank you all very much for joining us as well. It's so important that you really open your eyes to AI if you haven't already. Open your businesses to some real opportunity to grow and finding that right implementation that really speaks to what your company needs. So really take this to heart today. Go out and have a great rest of today, and we will see you next time. And we're
Thank
out.
you, Howard. I really appreciate it.
Thank you
Awesome.
very much.
Thank
That was
you.
great. So
Thanks, man.
you're
Hey,
gonna